quickly, I want to tell you about Ace Dollhouse. Ace Dollhouse is an online women's fashion boutique offering super cute styles, from casual to club to fitness and accessories. Ace Dollhouse has dresses, skirt sets, tops, bottoms, one-piece, and two-piece suits, all for super affordable prices. And for my audience, all of you watching or listening right now, it's even more affordable when you use promo code LexC at checkout. When you use promo code LexC, you'll receive 20% off your entire purchase. Log on to Instagram and DM at Ace Dollhouse to order. Remember, use promo code LexC at checkout. That's promo code LEXC at checkout for 20% off your entire purchase. Hey there, my name is Lexi, and thank you so much for joining me for another episode. And this episode is a LexCheck. A lot has happened since the last LexCheck, and there's a lot to catch up on. So I have 6 bullet points that we got to get through today. And, as always with the LexCheck, this is just to tell you what's going on with me, where I am in my musical journey, how I'm doing personally, how it may be affecting my music, and yada, 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 all of that. Since I have so many things to go over, I'm going to try to make this a decent length. So it's not like too long. I can be long-winded oftentimes, but I'm going to try my best not to do that. So yeah, a few things I want to talk about. Who wants to make it fail? Cute little pink dress. Apartment hunting. Getting a second job. Realization. Recap from an engineering session I did. And stressed and scared and tired. Battling sad. And I'll tell you what that is once I get to it. But anyway, so first point, who wants to make it fail? All right, so I signed up to be a part of this competition called Who Wants to Make It, and it was during the weekend of the Hip Hop Awards. There was an event in Atlanta where you got to sell at least 10 tickets to be considered for the lineup of artists. Basically, it's a glorified artist showcase, and there was like a top 10 that got to perform and compete for the chance of winning a $100,000 record deal. Well, I did get a lot of unexpected support from people that I did not expect support from. So I am extremely grateful for that. And I thank those people because it shows me who will, go above and beyond and out of their way to support me. So all that to say, I needed 10 tickets. I sold 6 tickets. I needed 4 more. Unfortunately, I did not sell the full 10, as I just said. And because of that, I did not get to perform. I was not able to get the refund back so that I could get people their money back because it was $20 per ticket. But again, I'm grateful that the people who did support me showed up and showed out, essentially. I'm not sure how I sold 6 tickets. Because I'm just thinking about the breakdown right now. My brother sent me $40 so I could get 2 tickets. And then I know my auntie did that, friend did that. And then somebody told me that they did buy a ticket, and I'm not sure where the 6th ticket came from. But I am so thankful to those people for buying and I wish that I knew who that 6th person was, because I really want to do a better job. I'm going to do a better job of seeing who is actually supporting me and in what way, and then catering my content to be stuff that they would like, because what matters is who is supporting, who is taking actionable steps to show that they support me. Getting likes and comments and reposts is nice, and I would love for some of my friends and family to do that more. But what is going to help me at the end of the day is people who are actually spending money with me to be a successful business, to be a successful brand. That's what it's really going to come down to. So who wants to make it fail? I did not make it, and that's where the fail part comes from. Was supposed to sell 10 tickets, only sold 6, did not get to perform. But what came from that, so I was feeling down because I didn't make the ticket sales, right? But what made me feel better the day before is that I got my dress from Ace Dollhouse, from ADH. It's a cute little pink dress. This is point number 2, cute little pink dress. And I decided, you know what? Well, actually, no, I got it that morning, the morning of the Who Wants to Make It event. And let me backtrack a little bit. So I'm kind of glad that I did not participate in the showcase because it was literally from 1 p.m. until 11 p.m. It was supposed to start at 8 in the morning, but it didn't for whatever reason. And when I got there, it seemed very unorganized, and it, like I said, was a glorified artist showcase. So it was really good for networking, which I did end up doing. I did still go to the event and show my face and see what it was about to make sure it was legit, because one of my friends told me that it wasn't something that I should want to be a part of anyway. And I hate hearing stuff like that when I've already encouraged so many people to buy tickets, you know what I mean? So it's basically just like AFTON, where you got to sell a certain amount of tickets to get a certain amount of airtime or stage performance time. And those things are not scams. They put all of the workload on the artist to make these little like hole in the wall venues pop in and to build an audience for those venues essentially. So you get your people to buy your tickets, and then if you sell the minimum amount of tickets, then you get the amount of time that they say. Say you sell 10 tickets, you get the 20 minutes that you paid for. But with AFTON, at least, even if you sell 1 or 2 tickets, they still let you get on stage. With this competition, they didn't do that. There was just way too many people that were on the stage. But anyway, so going back to the cute little pink dress, I got it the morning of. And I'm so happy about that because I was feeling down the night before, like, dang, I got these people to spend this money and now I'm not even going to be able to go on stage. And I was just feeling really bad. It's like, damn, I can't even get 10 people to buy tickets to come see me. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to work on? But I found a quote from Aisha C. She's one of the people I follow. And it said, wake up early in the morning, eat a good breakfast, do your hair and makeup, put on a kick-ass outfit, buy your cup of coffee, and enjoy every sip. And basically, like, you know, self-care, don't tear yourself down, you know, build yourself up. So I went to bed. I was like, you know what? I'm going to follow everything this little picture says. And I'm going to have a good day tomorrow, damn it. I'm still going to go to this event. And what made it even better was I got my dress from ADH, from Ace Dollhouse, my cute little pink dress. So I got up that morning, ate my breakfast, did my hair, did my makeup, put on the dress. I did a review for the dress, and I was like, you know what? Just because I didn't sell the tickets that I needed, I don't want to be down about it. I still want to make the best of the situation. I can still go and see what it's all about and network with people, get some business for myself, get some business for the studio. And that's exactly what I did. And I put on this dress and I felt so damn good. And I felt pretty, I felt feminine, and it completely transformed my entire day. So I was feeling bad from the night before, but I put on that dress, did my hair and makeup. My nails were done. It's a little bit of a struggle right now. As you can see, these 2 fingers will not come off, but the rest are gone. But anyway, my nails were done, and I was just doing the damn thing, you know? I was pretty. I'm always pretty, but I put effort into looking, you know, the way that I feel I want to present myself always, but I don't always have the time, the energy, the money to be able to allow myself to look that way. So it just felt really good. So I put on that little pink dress. Matter of fact, you can check out the review video on my channel. It is on there. It's called Ace Dollhouse Pink Dress, Little Pink Dress Review or something like that. But yeah, so that made my day so much better. I had a great day. I had my breakfast. I was looking cute. I had my iced pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks, and I enjoyed every sip. I met some new people. I networked with people, and I got so many compliments in that dress. And then I thought, you know what? I've been having a damn good day. I want to go out to the club and I want to have fun, because I haven't done that in a long freaking time. So I'm like scrolling through my contacts. I don't really see anybody that I would want to go out with, or anybody who is known for going out. And then I remember, oh my God, one of my friends is a promoter. Let me hit him up and see if he has any events that I can go out to, so I can kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? I want to go out and have a good time, but I also want to support somebody. My DJ friend who usually does stuff, I don't think he responded that night. I don't know. But the promoter friend of mine, he did respond, and he took me out He invited me out and showed me a great time. Sweet Food Lounge, Atlanta. It was dope. They got some of the best food, so I've heard. I didn't eat that night, but I went in my cute little pink dress. He set me up in a section. We had bottles with the what do you call them? The fireworks coming out. Pretty girls dancing with the bottles. We had hookah. Everybody that was in the section were just really good people, and everybody was having fun. We were all hyping each other up every time dances came on and we noticed somebody was having fun. It was just a really good time, and I had, from beginning to end, a great day on that day, which was Saturday, October 5th. So potentially it could have been a bad weekend, but that dress helped me to turn it around and just gave me so much confidence that weekend. So that was number 2. Number 3, apartment hunting. So my lease is gonna be up soon. I have yet to find a place to live, and it's not that I guess it's kind of last minute, but it's not like I've been trying to do stuff last minute. It's just that literally if I don't work, I don't make the money I need to be able to live. And you know, my part of town is basically being gentrified all over, so it's super expensive to live in this part of town now, to where I cannot support myself with just the one job that I've had, and I cannot expect to live the way that I think I deserve to live with this one job. And so I've just been kind of like stressed out. I'm not going about it the traditional way where I drive around to all these apartment complexes and see how much they're charging. Nah, I'm using Facebook to see what kind of situations I can get into. And I just had to change my plan with the whole townhome thing. So and this leads me to another point, getting a second job. So I have gotten a second job. I will be working 2 jobs. One at the studio and one at a regular job. I think I'll do the regular job in the mornings and then the studio at night. And still got to talk to my boss at the studio about that, about who's going to answer phones throughout the day. But yeah, so my plan is to just have these 2 jobs, work my ass off, pay off credit card debt, get my savings back up, because it's basically been obliterated because of my car troubles. And I'm going to suck it up, and even though I don't want to be in another roommate situation, I'm going to do what I have to do, basically, because that is the most beneficial place for me to be, or it's a means to an end, rather. So I'm going to do the roommate thing. That's why I've been searching on Facebook Marketplace for places to live. I've seen some really good places. I just got to hopefully get on one that I really like. I went to see one the other day, and it was nice on the outside, it was nice on the inside, but the surrounding neighborhood, I thought about it later. I was like, even though it's in the middle of my 2 jobs and I can bring my dog, because that's been a struggle, finding places that's going to allow me to bring Taz with me, even though it's in between my 2 jobs and I can bring my dog, when you're driving into the neighborhood, there's like trash all over the place. The sidewalks are not maintained. There's a bunch of people outside, and it's just like, most nights, the place where I live at right now, most nights I'm getting home after midnight. And when I get home, I come and I walk Taz, and so he can use the bathroom, because he's been pent up for a few hours since I went to work, right? I'm thinking back, I'm like, man, I really liked how the place looked, and I have my own private bathroom, and my room is a decent size, and the furniture and design is nice, but I don't think I would feel safe walking around this neighborhood at night. So I can't take it. Like, it's a good price and everything, but it's just like, I can't take it. And it's just, I'm feeling like stressed. And this is going on to point number 6. I'm gonna get back to point number 5, but I'm kind of feeling like stressed, because it's like, man, I realize that time is ticking. I have less than 30 days to find a place to live, a place that's gonna allow me to bring my dog, a place that I'm gonna feel comfortable in. I can deal with whoever I'm going to be living with, because it's got to be hella times better than what I've just been through this past year. But it's just like, I'm stressed because I also have to pack up this whole freaking apartment by myself, and I probably have to get a storage unit, and on top of starting 2 jobs, it's like, where am I going to find the time to do all this stuff? And it's just been stressing me out. And I've been I'm gonna go ahead and skip to point number 6. Stressed and scared and tired and battling SAD. So if you don't know what SAD is seasonal affective disorder, where basically around the same time of year, in the same like season each year, you go through, or I go through depression, you may go through depression. I notice I am more susceptible to feeling a certain way, to feeling sad or depressed once the weather starts getting colder, and scientifically, it's because we're not getting as much sunlight during the day and it's cold and it just looks freaking depressed. I almost cursed just now. But yes, so seasonal affective disorder. For me, it comes around when the seasons get colder. It's finally chilly in the air. We finally had that seasonal rain. It's officially fall. Pumpkin spice lattes are back. So I'm trying to be very careful to not succumb to that while going through this transitional period. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'm about to go into another roommate situation and it's not where I want to be. I'm feeling like I failed because the financing for my townhome didn't come through, and I have this credit card debt. My savings are wiped out because I had car issues, and I'm feeling like I don't have the support that I want in my music because I didn't sell the 10 tickets from the Who Wants to Make It competition. And it's just a bunch of things that could potentially take me under if I'm not conscious of it, if I'm not cognizant of it, So I've been feeling like just stressed for that stuff, moving. I've been tired. I've been noticing that I'm spending a lot more time on YouTube lately. I am getting like my daily checklist done. I keep a task list. If you've watched one of my other videos, I have an app called Task, and it's through Google. And I make little tasks for myself each day. Small little tasks that will take me anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. I hadn't been completing those every day like I was supposed to. And I was just like sleeping on the floor every night. I'm getting really real right now. Haven't even made up my bed after doing the laundry. Just haven't put the sheets on because I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to make my living space uncomfortable to inspire me to move quicker to find another place. That could be part of it, but just not feeling my best. So I'm trying really hard not to succumb to SAD. And then finally, well, I skipped number 5. We're going to go to it. So number 5 is realization, a recap from an engineering session I did. So I did a session at another studio that I work out of, and this artist was super dope. They let him freestyle the entire song. He had enough material for 2 verses and a hook. And, I had a realization for myself because he did a freestyle, right? And then me and the other engineer were in there working. We had to chop it up the way that the producer was saying, the executive producer. And the artist is just in the background like, hey, I don't really like this. I want to change it out. And the executive producer is like, no, that's hot. We're keeping it. And it's just like the entire session was the artist trying to go back and forth with the executive producer. Like, I want to do this. No, you can't do that. But I want to change this. No, we're going to keep that because it's hot. But what about no? But what? No, I know what's hot. This is what's going to sell. And it's just like, man, maybe the reason why I'm not so receptive to people trying to come into my life and tell me what to do is because of situations like that. I want to have control over the direction of my music, and I don't want anybody downing my creativity. It was what I liked about that whole situation was the artist had the support of this executive producer because, the guy was paying for the session, and he had that support of somebody, I guess mentoring him or coaching him or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, at what cost? Because that artist had no control over how his song was turning out. And it's just like, man, I realized that it's going to take a long ass time for me to get to where I want to be in music, because they're just things I'm knowing I don't want to compromise on. I don't want to sacrifice certain parts of myself, because if I sacrifice certain parts of myself, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be authentic. And like, I'm always feeling bad about certain things, like, not moving as quickly as other people, or feeling like I'm doing so much, but I'm still not getting the attention that I deserve, that I feel I deserve. But at the same time, I have complete control over my material. I have complete control over when I do things. I have complete control over what I talk about in my music, the beats that I'm selecting. I have complete control over if I want to make a change in my lyrics, I can do it. And I don't have to worry about anybody telling me what they think, having all these voices in my head telling me what I'm doing is this way and that way, and you should do this because da 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 da. And as I get more experience engineering other people, and as I get more experience in these rooms where there are a lot of people who have a lot to say about the one song and the artist essentially gets pushed to the side, I am more and more thankful that I went to school for music to learn things about how I can control my future, you know? So it's been super frustrating that I'm not moving as quickly, or I'm not achieving things seemingly as quickly as my peers. But like I was telling somebody the other day, something like having a website. When I had a manager, there was a website with the other artists that were, managed under the same person. The other artists did not have their own website. I was the only one who had my own website. So when me and that manager stopped working together and he took me off the website, it wasn't like I had nothing. I still had my entity. I still had my stuff backed up. And I was extremely thankful for, even though, sometimes I freak out about how much it's going to cost to renew the domain and the supporting and backing of Squarespace with my website. It's like, yo, I have a website for me. Nobody can take that from me. I control that. Or I have a say in my social media. I have a say in my music. I have a say in who's going to mix it. I engineer myself. So I don't have to be in a room with people trying to tell me how they think I should do something when I know how it sounds in my head and I know how I want it to come out. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm rambling a little bit right now, and this video is already past 20 minutes. But I think that's pretty good for 6 points, right? 6, 12, 18. Yeah, that's like 4 minutes. Well, 3 minutes and some change, but we'll just round it to 4 per topic. But I don't mean to ramble. It's just, it made me realize that I need to chill out on myself a little bit when it comes to how quickly or slowly I'm getting to where I say I want to be. What matters is I'm putting points on the board, and I know that I want certain things for myself. Like sleep is really important to me, because if I'm not charged and I'm not rested, then I'm not my most creative and I'm not my nicest. So this whole team no sleep thing, I don't see myself really subscribing to that. It's going to be important to me to build in self-care even as I'm going to these higher levels. I don't believe in depriving myself of basic human necessities, because I feel like that's how people fall off. That's how people get delirious, honestly. And that's how people just go along with whatever someone's telling them, because they don't have the mental strength to deal with, thinking about and processing all of the stuff that people are telling them. And they just kind of fall into this, all right, well, they supposed to have my back, so whatever they're telling me to do, I'm going to just do it, so I ain't got to think about it. Nah. If I'm going to be involved in my success, if I'm going to have a strong voice in this game, in this industry, then there's certain things I'm realizing I just don't want to compromise. And because I don't want to compromise on those things, it's going to take me a longer time to get to where I want to be. But at least I'm putting points on the board. At least I have built my foundation, and I'm continuing to grow on my foundation and my brand. And I'm really thankful for that. And I think I'm going to end it there. What else the other thing that I'm also thankful for, and this is my first attempt at a segue to promote something that is me. Speaking of being thankful for controlling my own path and being able to drop things the way that I want to drop it and do things the way I want to do it, I want to tell you about my audiobook, LexC. The ebook and the audiobook is finally out on Amazon, iTunes, and Audible and Kindle. Well, the Audible is going to be available soon. It's still uploading. Give it a few weeks. By the time this video drops, it will be available on audio. Oh, what am I talking about? But anyway, the ebook and audiobook for my self-titled album LexC is now available for purchase through Amazon.com. When I was growing up and listening to songs by my favorite artists, I would always wonder what certain lyrics meant or how the artist came up with the concept in the first place. Back then, we'd have to wait for a TV network or radio station to interview the artist for a chance to get those questions answered. But with my ebook and audiobook, you don't have to wait. You'll get instant access to the breakdown of lyrics and the inspiration of each of my songs by downloading the ebook or audiobook for my album LexC through Amazon.com. Just use the links in my description down below. With nearly 3 hours of content, you'll get to know me, LexC, and you'll learn more about the creation of my album by reading or listening at your own pace. Use the links in the description below and buy your copy now, today. So, that was a word from our sponsors. Who is our sponsor? That sponsor would be me. I am shamelessly sponsoring myself and just doing what I see other people do, promoting products, except it's okay to promote me. So that was my ad script for my ebook and audiobook. Please do as I said. Use the description box down below. Click on the link to buy the ebook and or the audiobook. If you buy the ebook or you buy the audiobook and you decide you want both, I believe you will get what's called Matchbox, where it'll recognize that you paid for one and you pay less for the other. So it won't be full price for both. Just a little tidbit there. I would also like to thank one of my sponsors, I guess you can call them. I'm a brand ambassador for Ace Dollhouse. So if you would like 20% off of your entire purchase, use the promo code LexC for 20% off your entire purchase when you order from Ace Dollhouse online or when you order from them on Instagram through DM. Use that promo code. Again, you can use the link in the description down below to take you to the website, and information about how to get 20% off is included. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode of LexCheck. And thank you for allowing me to catch you up on what's going on in my life. Thank you for listening. Thank you for, just being here and supporting by being an open ear. And I hope that these LexChecks are also helping you if you are an aspiring artist or whatever you're aspiring to do in whatever field. Know that this emotional roller coaster we're going through, it's normal. You're not alone. Some of the things I talked about, that's what I'm going through. If you're going through the same thing, then take solace in knowing that someone can relate. You're not alone in what you're going through. But that's my LexCheck. Again, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, my website. If you are a patron of my Patreon, then you are going to see this as soon as it uploaded. But if you are watching on YouTube, then this is probably a few months after I actually recorded this episode. If you want instant access to these videos, you don't want to wait for when I actually premiere them on YouTube, you can become a patron and get instant access to these videos for as low as $5 each month. So check that out. The link for my Patreon is in the description down below. Also, if you would rather listen to these kinds of things, I do have Anchor so that you can listen while you're doing stuff around the house, or maybe you're on your way driving to work, taking the bus or the train to work. I am on Anchor as well as Spotify with these podcasts, so you can listen while you do whatever it is you gotta do. But anyway, that's enough plugs for me, the sponsor LexC, and my sponsor Ace Dollhouse. Thanks for listening again, and until next time, my name is LexC. Peace. Hey, this is LexC, and you're listening to my new song, Crazy Time, from my latest album, self-titled LexC. Click the links in the description below to listen to my new album available on Spotify.